Inside the Hoshimiya family heirloom, forged in not just steel, but also tragedy, lives an ancient and dangerous tradition. This isn't just any blade, because hidden within its ornate design is a history of sacrifice. You see, the power of this sacred blade comes from three sources. First is by consuming the ethereal energy of every enemy it defeats. But that's only just the beginning. The second source, in return for great power, the sword demands that its user one day must die by the very same blade, effectively creating a sacrifice. Not only that, but the next person to inherit the gift and the curse of the sword must be the one who carries out the sacrifice. In her character trailer, we see a very young Miyabi carry out the ritual on her mother and inherit the sword as her own. She then rages out and slays a large group of ethereals. As tradition goes, that means that Miyabi's mother and her fighting power are now absorbed inside the sword, giving it fuel for its bloodlust. We also see in the trailer that Miyabi's mother is quickly consumed by the ethereal corruption and turning into an ethereal. That's not a coincidence. This is because the sword had chosen a new swordmaster, and the corruption is the price that one must pay for using its overwhelming power. So now Miyabi has access to the energy of all the ethereals slain within the cursed blade, and 7 generations of Hoshimiya family swordmasters that are forever trapped inside. I did mention that the sword has 3 sources of power, the third source being, in the very beginning, the sword belonged to a Hoshimiya family swordmaster who fought and imprisoned a super powerful ethereal inside the blade. It seems that for this reason, the cursed sword began its brutal tradition of growth. In order to keep this ethereal sealed, it has to be fed with massive amounts of energy. For 7 generations, the blade has slain and stored incredible amounts of energy, essentially creating a weapon of mass destruction, if the user decides to release all its stored power at once. There's no doubt this is the reason that the TOPS organization so eagerly wants to get their hands on what is pretty much a nuclear bomb. It's all super serious and extremely heavy stuff, but don't worry, there's hope for Miyabi. Because Miyabi is an ultra-rare, natural-born talent with a sword. She doesn't need to wield the Cursed Blade's power. Because of this, in order to protect her, Miyabi's father created a sheath that seals the special energy called Foxfire. During the events of Chapter 5, we see Miyabi make a deal with the powerful ethereal imprisoned within the sacred blade. The ethereal finds her skill and confidence to be intriguing and entertaining, so it accepts an alliance with Miyabi purely on the basis to see just what will happen if a swordmaster of unparalleled talent is permitted to use the cursed power. As if she wasn't already overpowered enough. Tell me, did I get it right? What do you think is the source of the blade's power? And what do you think will happen to Miyabi now that she's partnered up with the legendary imprisoned ethereal? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you've made it to the end of this video, you definitely have to hit that subscribe button, because just like me, you obviously enjoy Zenless Zone Zero, theories, lore, and more.